put one leg up and then slide the other behind. And you just try and clamp, okay? So as soon as this one comes up and the next leg goes behind, I'm gonna clamp them together and then I'm gonna roll backwards and pull, okay? Okay, and the last piece is to grab the far ankle, okay?
Okay, let's look at Kani Basami. And one of the things about Kani Basami is it's banned in competition judo, and a lot of judo players don't like to do it because you can get hurt. There have been knee and ankle and leg injuries, broken legs from Kani Basami, but we practice it. We've never had an injury here at Welcome Mat doing Kani Basami ever, and the reason is we approach it more of a Sambo approach as opposed to a judo approach, and I think that's probably the big reason we do it. We do it with the ultimate goal as a transition from standing to the ground to want to get a leg lock or ankle lock, some type of lower body submission. We want to pick up points in the process because it is a good throw. So you will take him down, you will throw him down with some force, but really the goal for us is to really finish it with a submission, a leg submission, lower body submission. That's why we think we have less chance of injury. So think about that. Rather than a chopping, kind of a linear type hitting action, where you're scissoring, we're still going to scissor, but we're doing more of a rolling scissor. And that's going to be the big thing. You'll see that we practice it differently a little bit here. And we found it works really well. And you'll get points for it too. You'll get big points.
As I have the grip here, I like to get it around the shoulder so that I know I've got a hold of that.
Can you turn around there so can everybody see how he's grabbing and see how he's coming around the deltoid here? And that's a key thing that if you come over the top, then Mike has a good tight waist there, and it's kind of bad news for Derek. So he traps it there, and that's what he's talking about, how he has that, look at that good back grip. And see how the thumb is up, he's got a good solid grip there, okay? So you need to jump in, sir.
So next one is, as we like fly into it, it's not really flying, you're just gonna put one leg up and then slide the other behind. And you just try and clamp, okay? So as soon as this one comes up and the next leg goes behind, I'm gonna clamp them together and then I'm gonna roll backwards and pull, okay? Okay, and the last piece is to grab the far ankle, okay?
Did everybody see that? Did you guys see that? How, like he said, that was a really good point. When he did come in here, it wasn't a chop. It was a clasping, a trapping like that, and then roll them, and it immediately went for the ankle. And that's the whole reason we want to get this. Yeah, we want to get points, but we want to get that ankle or leg.
Yeah.
So okay.
And it aids in the roll too. A lot of the Sambo rolling knee bars and leg locks, they're always trying to grab both feet because it makes it harder for the other person to turn out and it makes it easier to knock them down. It also makes it harder for them to do something crazy trying to get out of it, like tear their knee apart. So the combination of going back towards me and collecting his far leg pretty much bundles his legs up to where he's not going to be able to jack them up. And I'm not trying to jack up his knee as I'm coming down. I wait until we're on the floor and I give him an opportunity to tap, and then if he doesn't, then I jack his leg up. But you have to give him an opportunity to. So again, same thing. I'm going to come through here, okay? And as I come up, you'll notice as soon as I'm coming down, I'm reaching across with my free hand to grab that ankle, okay? And you just start doing it as soon as you can, because if you wait till you hit the ground, it's going to go right past you, okay? So as soon as this leg comes up and my other leg goes behind, I'm going to be reaching and then roll back. It also helps keep you round, okay? Okay, I like to finish by crossing my ankles.
Can you everybody see this? Come around here where you can see this. Look at the finish here. Because look how he's got control up here. He's taking him down with the jacket. Look here. And watch what he does from there. Just
okay. So as I grabbed it and we roll back up, I just pull this into my armpit, okay? Cross your legs, okay? And then you can finish back with an ankle lock, okay? Or you can go through with the figure eight and the twisted knee bar, okay? Either one of those will work real well.
Start the same position, you guys. You guys stay here and catch this angle where you throw him when he finishes.
Okay. Sit back ankle lock, okay? If you have to, you can grab your lapel and do it one-handed. A lot of times they're grabbing this hand to try and keep you from finishing because they know if you get your hands together, they're screwed. So they'll grab this lapel side hand. Okay, go ahead, grab my hand. There you go, good. And he's trying to keep me from getting in there. So you just lean forward, grab some of your own lapel, and then bridge. If that still isn't working, you can figure eight your way back through to the other one. Again, grab your lapel and just pull this way and then apply your hips in. Okay, it's not going after the side of his knee. I'm barring it against his own hip. If I put my hips in, I'm blocking his hip from moving. So I'm not trying to pull that way. That's a very important distinction. I'm pulling him this way in a knee barring action on the front, okay?
Let's go regular speed.
Okay.
So let's do that one first. Another point that Derek brought out was key point, the word round. Stay round on this. You don't want to chop. If you chop, that's where some injuries can happen.
Yep.
But if you want to come and like you said here, and just wrap and then roll with it, stay round.
Yep.
Can you show how you with your right leg that comes across that leg? Can you show how? Sandy, you might want to come over here so you can get a view of his leg here.
So right leg, you're going to try and get the back of your knee up here by his hip or his belt line, and then you're going to clamp the back of your heel on the upper part of his thigh. You don't want to just be floating out here because again you're losing control. So you're going to catch him. Okay? That also helps to give him the idea that maybe you're trying to go after a harai. And if he starts trying to move out of it, that gives you something to stay with it and you can still jump into it. If I just leave that out there, again, he can kind of back out, he can run sideways, and my leg comes down. So as soon as your right leg comes up, back of the calf or knee is on his thigh or belt line, clamp down with the back of your heel, okay? And then as I slide that leg back, I'm just gonna reach down. Stay round, you'll be fine. Linear means you're gonna land right on the side of your shoulder and hurt yourself, okay? Keep reaching for that tucks your shoulder, tuck your chin, you'll be fine, okay? Right through.
We'll give it a try. Let's give it a go. Okay? Some of you guys are on the back leg. You're getting your front leg. You're getting this front leg great. It's this back leg shooting behind that's the problem. And so we're going to address that now. So can you show them how to get that leg
Sure.
a little more control on the backside?
So the situation we're talking about is if I have this leg up high and then I slide through down there like that, right? I'll still most likely get the takedown, even if I was gonna be like twisting him over that way in more of a traditional Kani Basami. The problem is that you've got to create more torque because your legs are farther apart. And since I'm wanting to grab his legs, the entanglement is crap. So wide legs is going to end up meaning that his knee line slips past my hips, which means I'm not going to have a good entanglement, which means I'm not going to be able to set him. So I don't want my leg way down there. I want it right next to where my other leg is, okay? And the key to doing that is as we're coming up, I want this leg right here, and that's one of the reasons why you use your heel. If you leave this kind of hanging out there, you have a tendency to kind of slide around real easy. I want that heel digging in right there to give me a bit of an anchor. And then my second anchor is by dropping my elbow, okay? And that gives you enough support that combined with reaching down and trying to grab his leg, your hip naturally floats up. And I want this thigh to be behind that thigh right next to my own leg, okay? So again, I've got a good grip here, I might have a good grip here, and I'm gonna aim for that ankle, and those three things combined are gonna get my hip up, okay?
Did you guys see how that hit high, nice and high? And that's what wrapped it. Instead of chopping, now we've wrapped
Yep.
very tightly into this position here.
So as you fly up in the air, this leg should be right there from the get-go, okay? And then as you roll over, it's just a very easy collect the other ankle, okay? And again, if I've already got this anyways, I'm pulling it in and finishing, but as I start rolling over the shoulder with the throw, this knee is as close to my ankle as I can get it. Okay, and that allows me to really pinch his knees together, and then I pull in and he topples over because his legs are all twisted up.
See, again, we always say keep your knees together. See what he's doing here with the knees. Just, ever see
Yeah.
that? Okay.
So you're trying to
Point
pinch
that
them
out.
together. If I had it way up here like this, right, usually by the time we land, his leg is already out or it's twisted all the way up. And I might get the throw, but I'm not going to get the sub, and I really want the sub. If I land here and I'm already working on his ankles and his knee, and I get the 4 points, that's great. You know, I'll be happy about it after I make the guy tap. But it's kind of an aside. It's the backup.
So let's focus in on the back leg last time.
Yep. Last time
You
through.
want to turn around and show the,
Sure.
the back end of it? Yeah, now watch the back end
Okay,
of it. guys.
so starts with the grip. Don't let it hang around. Drop your elbow. That gives you a good anchor. Okay. Second anchor is with your heel. Okay, so now I've got a pretty good base, and it should be easy enough to just kind of hop and try and get it up there. Okay. And that was about as slow as I could do it.
Yeah, but it's good control.
You would think about posting your hand. So if I was going to do this, post my hand and then swing my leg back through. The same idea. At that same time that you think you need to post your hand, reach and grab his ankle. So as soon as this goes up and this leg is coming behind, I'm immediately trying to reach. And that makes me around because it dips my shoulder as I reach. And it also pulls him, and it allows me to grab his ankle.
Focusing on where I put my face in the
There you
hole,
go.
and I lost some of
That's
that.
good.
That's good.
That space up here, I lost that.
You started.
Oh, we're not going to do double.
Bingo. There you go.
Yeah.